Out of all the characters that were featured in the GTA 6 part of the Rockstar Games website, or GTA 6 Trailer 2, we have a suspected actor for about 6 of them. The remaining actors that we have absolutely no clue on who is playing them is that lady that is featured in GTA 6 Trailer 2, and also that light-skinned guy, along with Real Dimes, that rapper group, Brian Hader's wife, and finally Boobie Ike. Though a lot of people think it's Rick Ross because they look similar and are both fat, and finally...
You know, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that he's built similar to Rick Ross. Alright, it's your boy Plays here, back with some GTA 6 videos, all rumored GTA 6 actors. Let's get into it.
It's going to be quite a bit till we get GTA 6 Trailer 3, which will probably happen in May. I thought I'd make a video on all the actors that are rumored to be in the game as of March 2026, and go over why people believe there's certain characters, and maybe even go over their other roles in TV shows and movies.
You know, pausing 16 seconds in, I know there's one, Manny Perez. I think she's the real life, you know, voice actor for Lucia. And she does look a lot like her, not surprising because it's the same thing with GTA. Most of the GTAs really, but 5 in particular. Trevor looks just like Stephen Ogg. Franklin looks just like, I don't remember his voice actor's name. It was Franklin's, Sean Fentera or something like that. Fontino, yeah, Sean Fontino, yeah. That's Franklin. Looks just like Franklin in game. Obviously, the characters are modeled off of their real-life voice actors. And of course, we know Michael looks just like Ned Luke. So yeah, this looks like Manny L. Perez. This looks like Lucia in real life. Which I know she's one of the actors. I think there's some people that they... You know what? I was going to talk about Jason. I'll say that for later.
For some of them. Now, reminder that these are the rumored actors, so take this video with a grain of salt. Though I think for some of them, it's pretty definitive. I thought we would start with Cal Hampton. The description for Cal Hampton on the Rockstar Games website is that he's a friend of Jason's and an associate of Brian Hader.
Bro, honestly, Cal is like, he's a chubby guy, but there's a Giga Chad under all of that. If he went to gym, he could actually be a Giga Chad. Like, no joke. He needs to hit the gym, bro. Like, he has the facial structure and the genetics. Bro could be gorgeous. Pause if he hit the gym heavy. I know I'm going off topic. It's just something I wanted to say.
Cal Hampton is Bobby Moynihan.
I just got attacked by Danny DeVito in front of
I see the resemblance.
He's most known for being an actor and writer for Saturday Night Live, along with being a voice actor for a lot of different cartoons.
What do you want, a guitar?
No.
A triangle?
No.
And being in a bunch of TV shows. For example, he was actually in one of my favorite TV shows that I used to watch as a kid.
We Bare Bears.
Bears as the panda. Along with him being in the latest Pixar movie with the beaver, he also has experience with motion capture, which obviously correlates with Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, as to why he's believed to be the actor for Cal Hampton is that 1. Bobby Moynihan's voice is identical to Cal Hampton's in GTA 6 Trailer 2. Here's a voice comparison.
Ring the bell! Shots, baby!
Sir, I need your advice. My friend works at the discotheque, but he just got invited to play at the Olympics.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook?
I didn't even need to hear the voice. I just saw the face and I was like, yeah, I see the resemblance. It's more than likely him.
But the owner of the discotheque is his husband, and he's gonna be so mad.
And also the fact that Bobby Moynihan follows Dylan Rourke on Instagram, who is the actor rumored to be playing Jason, with there being...
Yeah, there's the other one I wanted to speak on. I didn't know his name, but I've seen the face. I've seen people like online give rumors. Why is he saying recording started? Oh, that's not mine. So I've seen posts online saying that, they've found the supposed rumored voice actor for Jason, and he's segueing to that now. So let's analyze both of their faces, and I'm sure we'll see a strong resemblance.
Dylan Rourke on Instagram, who is the actor rumored...
I see it. It's not too great. It's not as similar as I would have expected, but I do see it. There's some images on Google. Hold on. Jason Duvall, voice actor. And then if I go on images, yeah, I think that's it again right there. This is one of them that I looked at. I kind of see the resemblance more with these. Obviously, this is probably some random guy that just looks like him. Just a Florida white guy, generic Florida white guy that happens to look similar. I wouldn't say just like, but close enough that we can see the resemblance. Alright, Jason, let me type lookalike in. There was a few more. I don't want to spend too much time in this. I want to get back to the video, but it's something I wanted to acknowledge. Oh, here's a good one. Open image in new tab. I can't zoom in. But look at this one. Like, this guy looks a lot like Jason. Dylan Rourke. Wait, is that actually him? The same guy? He looks really different there as opposed to the screenshot that was see in the video. Alright, this is on X. Let me go on X. It should load better there. Alright, nice. So we have a nice close-up. This is actually him. Wow, he looks a lot more like Jason here than he does here. Maybe it's the beard. Yeah, it's a lot stronger here. I see it way more here. Alright, yeah, back to the video. Yeah, that's a better picture, way better picture.
There being overwhelming evidence that we will get into. Another piece of evidence that should be taken with the biggest grain of salt is that somebody named Natonya Minette follows Bobby Moynihan on Instagram, which if we look at her resume, we can find a credit for something called Fireball with the role Tamara. But the company listed is Rockstar Games, so this is obviously GTA 6 with a fake name. A lot of people think Matty Madison is Cal Hampton, but Matty doesn't have experience in voice work and his voice isn't really similar to Cal's. But moving on, the rumored actor for Brian Hader, the drug runner who most definitely gives you missions, is the actor Stephen Root. He is known for being in the TV series Barry and movies like Office Space or Dodgeball, along with him doing a lot of voice work. He's actually the voice of Bill and Buck Strickland from King of the Hill.
I don't know. My daddy spanked me every day from when I was 9 till I was 16, and I turned out okay. Bastard.
In fact, he was actually in another show that I used to watch a lot as a kid, so here's another voice comparison.
I've been meaning to ask you, boy, shouldn't you be celebrating Gideon Land instead of sticking your head in that there book all day?
What you doing up there? Seriously, dude, you got some time?
Yeah, we hear the voice comparison. That's definitely the same guy. No questions asked, no argument presented. That's him. Exact same voice. In fact, I'm going back to listen to it again.
I've been meaning to ask you, boy, shouldn't you be celebrating Gideon Land instead of sticking your head in that there book all day?
What you doing up there? Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Friends. Can't you see what's happening on this stage? These politicians are dancing around the issues.
Now, the similarities in voice is really the only big reason
Yep, that's
that people
him.
suspect it's him, and that's very fair because Stephen Root has a very
I
unique
hope.
voice. I also think it helps that he has played characters that are pretty similar to Brian in a way, such as in Barry. So I think him being in GTA 6 actually fits really well. Next up is Draquan Priest. He seems like another character that will assist Jason and Lucia, and the suspected actor for Draquan is Reggie Talley. Now this might confuse you because even though Draquan is in GTA 6 Trailer 2, he doesn't have any voice lines, so how could it possibly be him? Well, back in 2022, people found Reggie Talley's line. This might confuse you.
Wait, hold on. Go again. He doesn't have any voice lines?
GTA 6 Trailer 2, he doesn't have any voice lines.
Oh, in the trailer, because I was like, there's no way he can't have voice lines in the game overall. He seems to be a supporting character. But yeah, that's on me. I didn't listen well enough to hear the trailer 2 parts, so my fault.
Him? Well, back in 2022, people found Reggie Talley's resume, and one project that was listed was Fireball by Rockstar Games, the same Rockstar project that was listed in Natonya Minette's resume. Obviously, Fireball is a fake name, and this is GTA 6. There's also the fact that when GTA 6 got leaked in 2022, one of the leaked clips featured voice lines from Draquan, and Reggie Talley's voice sounded pretty similar to the voice lines of Draquan in the 2022 GTA 6 leaks. But here's a voice comparison anyway.
As soon as I get you something to really dance to, I'm gonna take several seats, you feel me?
Sir, my wife just called. My dad came here to buy a cell phone. He's inside. You gotta let me go in. Please, Captain. It's my dad.
Man, y'all really came at the right time. Remember how I said I was trying to get into the music game? Booby and I partnered up. He put the bread up for the studio, and I got the artist.
You know, first of all, yes, I also hear the similarities in voices between this movie, TV show, it's probably a TV show, and the voice of Draquan himself in game. And I just realized it's my first time actually hearing that portion of the leak where he actually references Booby. So it was there way before the official trailers came out, because those leaks came out in 2022. Not a huge deal, not a huge surprise, but just something interesting that I had overlooked. Well, not overlooked because I didn't see that portion of it. I did see the strip club leaks. I just didn't get to hear that dialogue because that clip wasn't one of the ones I came across. I think almost everybody saw the robber one in the dinery. The robbery one in the diner. So that was the one I've seen. I've seen others, like the one in the subway, those leaks, but I just so happened to catch this one at this time and not before. Anyways, back to the video.
Yeah, I am proud.
Now I can't lie, I could have probably found more clips, but trying to find scenes of Reggie Talley talking was like fucking playing Where's Waldo. Because in all these shitty TV shows that he's in, he only has like 5 seconds of screen.
Shitty TV shows. I don't know why I paused for that. This kind of reminds me of like The Rookie, but it's probably way worse.
And
I need to watch that.
that.
Continue watching that, I mean.
The rumoured actor for Raul Bautista, who I honestly think is the coolest character we know about, is Oscar Jai Nada, which I hopefully didn't butcher that. But the reason as to why we believe it is him is that right after trailer 2 released, he posted this image to his Instagram of him drinking coffee while wearing a shirt of Raul Bautista.
Yeah, that's basically a dead giveaway. It's definitely him, and I know I'm saying that for everybody, but it's not proof, but it's very suggestive because proof is like 100% concrete evidence to the point where you know for a fact that yes, this is the person in game. But it's evidence. Evidence versus I'm pretty sure evidence is indicative, whereas proof is definitive. Hold on, let me Google that. I know I'm going a bit off topic here. Proof, yes, there it is. I'm going to ignore the AI definition. This corroborates what I'm trying to say. Proof something is true, while evidence is like a clue. Alright, so it's evidence, but we don't have anything concrete, but it's more than likely.
It also helps that
Alright,
it looks
let's go.
identical to the character, and they're both Hispanic. Oscar actually has a ton of roles. For example, he's in Pirates.
And you know he's Hispanic to just off the name Raul, and then Batista is another. His popular Hispanic last name.
It's a forgettable movie called The Losers. It's a pretty subpar film, but it also has an insanely stacked cast of Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, I saw Idris Elba and I was like, wait, why is he? He's probably an early role. That's probably why he's in it.
Chris Evans, which is just funny, and Oscar is in it. Now, with Jason and Lucia,
I didn't even know that.
It's obvious that the actors are Dylan Rourke and Manny El Perez. I genuinely believe he would have to be as blind and deaf as
there it is, Manny Perez.
Anybody else but them. For Manny Perez as Lucia, she once stated in an early 2021 interview that she was working on something big with NDAs.
Is there anything, just a smidge, that you could give us on what you're doing right now, that you're on the set of?
What I'm doing right now, it's big, but NDAs. That's all I can say.
I got you. I understand. Okay, is it a TV show or a movie?
I can't even get into that.
Oh.
Now, if you look at her IMDb, this wouldn't make sense since in the past 6 years, she hasn't been in anything notable, and her last role was in fucking Dora the Explorer. This would only make perfect sense if she was working on something big, but the people creating this big project wanted her involvement to be confidential until it came out. And you know what hasn't come out yet? Looking at Manny Perez's IMDb, she's in a lot of small TV series, but she was also in Law & Order. In fact, in the same episode as Roger Clark, the voice of Arthur Morgan. She's actually in GTA Online 2 as a blackjack dealer.
A blackjack! Win goes to the dealer.
Which is something to note as Rockstar like working with actors they've previously worked with. With Dylan Rourke, he has an incredibly similar voice to
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I think that's most people. They like familiarity.
Jason's.
So, 100%.
Let me know if I can handle this solo. Look, my old man has bad knees too. Why don't you sit this one out?
I'm just fixing some leaks. Oh, that's why you came by?
Dude, what? Yeah, whatever, man.
Ah, what the fuck, dude? Stop.
Jesus Christ, man, lay off.
Ah, fine. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Back in June 2019, his casting agency congratulated him on getting a role for a video game, despite his IMDb not showing any roles for any video game listed. Unless he was actually working on one, but the people creating...
So IMDb, I mean, we all know about it, but it's basically like... The thought just occurred to me too. And it's so obvious, but it's basically LinkedIn for
the
actors.
video game wanted his involvement to be confidential. By the way, he's kind of the same with Manny El Perez and Reggie Talley, where he only has small roles in TV shows or main roles in shitty short films. So now with Manny El Perez and Dylan Rourke, there's actually so much more evidence with them being Jason and Lucia that I couldn't possibly fit into this video, which is why Jetro's videos on Manny El Perez and Dylan Rourke exist. Now, are the actors in this video definitively in GTA 6? Well, no, but I think for the most part, it's pretty likely. Out of all the characters that were featured in the GTA 6 part of the Rockstar Games website or GTA 6 Trailer 2, we have a suspected actor for about 6 of them. The remaining actors that we have absolutely no clue on who is playing them is that lady that is featured in GTA 6 Trailer 2 and also that light-skinned guy, along with Real Dimes, that rapper group, Brian Hader's wife, and finally Booby Ike. Though a lot of people think it's Rick Ross because they look similar and are both fat. And finally,
You know, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that he's built similar to Rick Ross. Rick Ross is a lot more fat though. Booby's more on the chubby side, but it didn't even occur to me. The beard, the lineup, everything. It's literally Rick
Though
Ross.
A lot of people think it's Rick Ross because they look similar and are both fat. But in my opinion, I think Rick Ross is too famous. Maybe Trailer 3 will give us more information or opportunities to...
Yeah, I don't think they'd use huge big time people like that. Rick Ross is too high profile.
In GTA 6. But for now, it's been Trojan. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Wait, what happened there? Oh, I think the video's done. Alright, yeah, I have it in my thingy playlist. Alright, guys, so yeah, that was it. That was... Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, that was all GTA 6 rumored actors. Let's see what the comments are saying. Yeah, let me close my watch later playlist. I might check this out next. It's so funny because Manny El Perez had an interview in which the interviewers pointed out her work in GTA, talking about online, and she got scared thinking they were talking about GTA 6, so she denied it. Honestly, that's a valid response. I would have done the same. You need to stop insulting the previous roles of smaller actors. Getting breakout roles or even big roles for in acting is extremely hard. It really is, yeah. By doing many small roles or main roles in low budget short films, are trying their best to build a portfolio and gain experience. Yeah, it's extremely competitive, bro. Yeah. Yeah, the Dora thing was very smug because it's like Hispanic character, Hispanic actor. But anyway, I'm not getting into that. I like the way Rockstar chooses the actors for the games. A lot of them have started in Law and Order, and all of them aren't famous actors but still show good acting capability. Probably easier to keep them under control too, since they're all small time. Yup. They cast for the character, not for the actor's fame, for the better. Yes. Damn, these guys dig deeper than the FBI. A lot of these things I already knew. Not everything though, but I knew some. One thing I've noticed ever since the headache of working with Ray Liotta for Vice City, they never bothered with Hollywood again. I heard about that, but then they hired Samuel L. Jackson in GTA San Andreas, so it doesn't really make sense to me, blah blah blah. Excellent video, and I'm so glad it's not AI generated with an AI narrator. I hate those AI narrators. Thanks for your work. It actually makes me see some of the real actors as GTA characters. Thank you, and I can't wait for this game. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the comment reading there. That was it. All rumored GTA 6 actors. Hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow my socials, they'll be in the description. And with that said, I am finally glad to get up out of here. Goodbye.